I'm at Poitiers airport to meet Mum and Dad, who've come to visit for a few days to get away from the chilly weather back home in Scotland. Now I've got a packed schedule for them, so there's barely enough time for an aperitif before dinner and their first outing tomorrow. The first place I'm showing them is Angoulême, which sits proudly on a large promontory, giving it commanding views of the surrounding countryside. The city's famous for the curious and beautiful artwork which adorns many of its buildings. Examples of it are everywhere, and some of it's a bit risque. I wonder if Dad's noticed.
This is a lovely old building.
Yes, it is, Dad. In fact, there are many of them. Angoulême can trace its origins all the way back to the Visigoths in the 5th century, and it's played an important role in the politics and wars of Europe ever since. Of course, the architecture of the city is one of the main reasons for visiting, and in many ways it reminds me more of Italy than France. It really is a city full of character and history, and if you fancy staying for lunch like we did, you'll find plenty of great little restaurants too. Back at the ranch in the afternoon, Mum grabs the chance to chill out on the sun-filled terrace, because tomorrow we're off to Paris. This is Mum and Dad's first ever visit to Paris, and I want to know how they're feeling.
Excited.
Yeah. Expectant.
Oh, what are you expecting?
I have heard that in Paris, the first thing you notice in Paris is the smell. I don't know where the odour comes from, or really what it's about. It's just I've been forewarned that you will recognise Paris by its odour.
Who told you that?
I think my daughter told me.
You're just going to get Auntie into massive trouble. Okay,
Yes.
so apart from the smell, what are you looking forward to?
Looking forward to seeing the Seine. Looking forward to seeing the Louvre.
Mum?
The Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower, yeah. Do you want to go up the Eiffel Tower?
Yes, definitely.
An hour and a half later, we are in the centre of Paris. This is our hotel, the St. James, on the famous Rue de Rivoli. It's right opposite the Tuileries Gardens, and on our doorstep, the most famous museum in the world. Dad's legs are getting a bit tired and you have to walk quite a long way to get to Mona Lisa through the museum.
Da da da
After a rainy night, we awoke to a brilliantly clear day, but there was an eerie calm on the usually bustling Rue de Rivoli. Parisians were quietly honouring their brave fallen soldiers.
Mum and Dad are in church. I'm not going. Far too good all the time to bother with Sunday Mass. So it gives me a bit of time to just breathe easy, be on my own, go for a little walk. Gosh, it's hard work having the parents though in Paris. I don't think Dad really understands any French at all, and he doesn't understand the whole waiting thing with the bars and the waiters and all that kind of stuff, which of course everyone knows if you get on the wrong side of a waiter in Paris, then that's it, you are toast. Bless him.
Having just witnessed the quiet dignity of a war memorial going on, I was surprised to find just minutes later that it had been replaced by a noisy demonstration of the French far right. I retreated to the inner sanctum of the hotel's courtyard garden, where I happened to discover it was once the palace residence of Marie Antoinette and her general, Monsieur Lafayette. Back to being a tourist, and today's first stop was the Eiffel Tower, of course.
I don't know about you, but it feels a bit queasy up here, doesn't it? Yeah, a little bit.
How embarrassing. I've jumped out of aeroplanes and have abseiled off skyscrapers in the past, but the top of the Eiffel Tower is scary. But Mum, she was totally cool with it.
So there's the Louvre, that whole set of buildings over there by the green.
Safely back on the ground again, our last stop before the train home was the hallowed wonder of Notre Dame. We're back in rural France, and since it's Mum and Dad's last night, I've decided to invite some of the neighbours round to officially open the new terrace.
Ok, avec moi. Ok, juste à dire, dans quelques instants, le balcon c'est ouvert pour l'été. Et pour beaucoup de soirées, beaucoup de champagne. So I'm just saying that in a few minutes the balcony will be open for the summer, so you can come and have a drink anytime you like. Et je voudrais te demander à Marie-Claude et Jean-François à performer l'ouverture. Parce que Jean-François et Marie-Claude, il est très bon ami de moi et de le village ici. Et chaque fois, je posais la question, est-ce que c'est possible pour toi assister moi avec un petit problème? Il a dit oui, c'est pas grave, pas de problème pour moi. So, je voudrais un peu les deux à ouvrir le véranda.
Mark,
Et Jean-François.
Mark, is there a tape running or is that you speaking?
That's me speaking.
You're miming, aren't you? He's miming. If you're practicing that.
Oui, juste que c'est comme ça.
No, we don't want to know.
1, 2, 3.
Typical, there's a brand new terrace outside and everyone walks up the steps and straight back into the house. Oh well, you can't win them all.
Very nice, thank you very much.
It's been a wonderful evening and everyone, and I mean everyone, seems to have enjoyed themselves. Well, it's the end of their visit. I'm really sad to see them go, because they're great company and I love them very much. And I'm sure they had a great time. Next time the plumber gets going in the kitchen, I finally throw out that sink and another visitor arrives to help out with the workload.
Go on.
Cut this.